Aora, a world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel. The cycle of reincarnation watched over by the gods and made possible through pillars of a mystical substance known as Audra. 5 years ago, you traveled from your home to the Deerwood, a nation that had waged war against the incarnated god of light, Aethys, resulting in his destruction. The country suffered from a plague of hollowborn, infants born without souls, that many believed was punishment for killing a god. In an ancient, secluded ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently transformed you into a watcher, one who can see and speak with souls. The ritual also gave you horrible visions, waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest, you pursued the man who had led the ritual, a seemingly immortal agent of the gods, known as Theos Ix Arcanon. With divine assistance, you confronted and defeated Theos, ending your visions and resolving the Hollowborn crisis. In so doing, you also learned the great secret that Theos had protected, that the ancient empire of Anguith had transformed themselves into gods. Your visions finally put to rest, you retired to the castle of Cadnua, built atop a massive statue of pure Audra, where you ruled in relative peace and prosperity.
Made a nice story. You fixing up that old keep, lifting the curse.
And so you wake to a sleepless world,
Must have told it 100
the in-between of life and death. Follow your memories. You have been here before.
You have seen past the shroud. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
A watcher sees souls, knows their pasts, and the souls see them back.
A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed.
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked?
The gods aren't real, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Let the world see. Let them decide what to do.
The wheel has turned again, Watcher. Come.
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. His face is creased by so many wrinkles that his features lie buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still, you can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hanging...
Sit. Please. Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
The gaunt woman seated at the table is clad in time-worn black armor that seems too massive for her to move in. A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched across it is delicate and translucent. She is preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you. With each movement, her armor squeaks and groans as though bearing an
Your brush with the divine has drained you of your powers, fractured your memories. Look upon these cards. They represent the courses of your life. Does everything appear to be in order? Good. Welcome to the Beyond. I am Barath. One half, anyway.
She points a finger in the direction of the dwarf who led you here. Though the movement is slight, her gauntlet squeaks like a rusty hinge. The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's direction.
Tell me, do you remember when we last met?
She places a card on the table, showing a tall tower. The gods' constellations are arrayed around it in the sky.
You came to that tower seeking our aid. You chose to pledge your services to other gods. Still, a pledge unmade stands fairer in this court than a pledge broken.
She places a card in the middle of the arrangement. A bell tower with no bell.
You had need of the gods once before. Now it seems we have need of you. The being that occupied Odnua's statue beneath your castle was the dead god, Aothus. Of this we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions are. Though Aothus stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough to survive the onslaught and enter the in-between. You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him. Taking a physical form in Aora is fraught with peril. Most mortal minds and bodies are incapable of containing divine power. It can lead to...
Her armored hand gingerly places a card sideways on the table. It features a man with a burst of light instead of a head.
I know. It is my business to know. 320 their souls remain in Aothus still. You have the power to save them. Serve me and I will return you to your body. Or don't, and return to the wheel. Good. Before you return to Aora as my herald, you must remember who you were, the last whisper of life in death.
For a moment, the sockets of her eyes darken, leaving the...
When you can picture your own face, the Beyond will lead you back to your own kind, to the world of mortals.
Bring them down!
You'd better?
Yeah!
Death to all—
No prisoners!
Go forth now, Watcher, as my herald. Know that I do not give you this title lightly. When the time comes, you will have the power to reveal— Find Aethys. Learn his plans.
With a quick gesture of her hand, you feel a sharp pain in what would be your chest.
A chime. Do not fear, Herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me. I trust it will not come to that.
The dwarf nods, contorts his face with his odd smile. The creases of the dwarf's face tighten into a smile as he gives you a courteous nod. The return to your body feels like waking after a fitful drunken sleep. The rocking of the ship sends pain jolting through your limbs. Crashing waves hammer. Adair watches over your body with a glazed look, taking long, even tokes from his pipe.
No, there's no way.
At the first movement of your chest,
You're awake.
he starts.
How you feeling? Alive's a big improvement.
I hate to cast a pall over your recovery, but I'm afraid I have some bad news.
The voice echoes from inside the bust. The remains—
Had Nua has been destroyed. Aethys possessed— It is only by the exceptional strength of your— The further Aethys withdrew, the weaker you became. I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul, and proximity to it has brought you back.
Misfortune's brewing topside, Migrants fires the captain stirs.
An older man with ale-sour breath.
Engrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead.
Pirates. They're demanding parley with you, Captain.
I know this is asking a lot, but you better arm yourself and get on deck. Should be some gear in there. All right, now make some use of it.
The pirates of Deadfire are notorious. I suggest you deal with them quickly.
Well, what have we here? A little sloop? Lost and alone in the storm? I'll be taking your ship now, if you don't mind. And especially...
Well, at least he asked.
I am a gentleman of fortune. Give her up easy, and I'll see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody and agonising, sure. But at least it'll be quick. Why complicate this with a quarrel? I see, I want, I take. Now then, me and my mates will be helping ourselves to your ship. There's no need to see her sunk by the storms. Listen up, mates. I'm off to spear me a bigger fish. One with sharper teeth like. I'm trusting you lot. Play with the crew if you'd like. But don't...
You heard, Benwith! After...
Defend the ship! Storm's picking up! Take cover!
You've been getting a lot of sleep so far on this trip. I'd have woke you, but you look so peaceful with your face in the sand. If you're worried about the ship, you can stop worrying. It's wrecked right over there. So far, it's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lord. I worried you were in for another long sleep.
Shh! It's right behind you.
Unfortunately, I believe we'll be needing the Defiant yet. Unless...
Well, there's a thought.
I'm certain you could, given enough time and supplies, but that wouldn't help you push the Defiant out to sea again.
Let's see about the other survivors. And somehow we gotta get the shipper. I don't want to be paddling out of here on a...
For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. My lord, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
I've had worse jobs. Of course, cleaning stables won't get you stepped on by a god.
A perilous endeavor indeed. Castle or no castle, you are still my lord, and...
Well, I suppose we better get a move on.
Hope the rest of those sodden bastards made it.
Leave it to me.
Spy! Magran, here! My flame burns yet! Is that you? You woke just in time for the fun. Fighting off motherless raiders one moment, flung into the freeze... Aye. Magran learns us poor bastards that a little excitement's good for the heart. Aye, but almost mad ain't fully mad.
Can we go back on the ship now?
That's unkind. You're the one decided to pluck this wean from the wilds of Aer Glanfith. Blame...
Uncle Engram, you promised me ale.
Later, sweetie. Uncle Engram's thirsty too.